ICC strategy for small account XAUUSD trader. Like, this is how to build $200 to like $2,000 using the ICC concept or ICC strategy. Yeah, this particular account on your screen right now, this small account was possible for me to raise up to $2,000 because of ICC strategy or concept. I understand the fear of every one of you that have reached out to me and be like, Ovampa, how did you do it? Tell me exactly how you did it. What is your lot size? How long am I supposed to hold the trade? What is my entry strategy? What exact indicators do I need to use? Do I have to only trade XAUUSD as an ICC trader? And so many other questions. Yes, I know that starting your forex trading journey with small capital size like $100 or $200 might make you look like you are joking, especially if you are trading highly volatile pair like XAUUSD. So let me walk you through the step by step with which I built this account, not from $200 but from $100 to what you are seeing right now. On the chart, I will show you my exact entry strategy. But before we head over to the chart, I would like you to have this couple of things at the back of your mind. As someone who is serious with growing small account size like $200 or $300, trading gold or any other highly volatile pair. When you understand this thing right now, using ICC concept or strategy will become useful to you. The first one is risk management. That's what I've been able to apply. You can see from that account, there's only 0.01 lot size. So if you are trading an account of $200, $150, or even $250, the goal is not to flip it immediately. The goal is not to make it turn to $500 in that particular trade. The goal is to compound it. The goal is to risk only what you can afford to lose per trade, because all the blown accounts that you know or you have heard of, even the ones that I have blown, it is as a result of not being cautious of the amount I am willing to risk. Or let me know, what was the reason you have ever blown an account? If you have not blown an account before, give this video a thumbs up. You also need to open only one position at a time, unless the trade has gone far and has created new structures in your direction in the higher time frame. Now, this is what I mean. If you look at this particular trade, you see that multiple positions were open, but not at the same time. Let's assume you got in, you placed a buy on gold, and then the gold kept on firing up. It has done like 700 pips, and now a correction happened, right? And then it continues to go up. That is when you make another entry, not like from the beginning in your $150 account, you're using 0.01 lot size to open like 4 positions at a time. I hope you get this. If you get it, touch the thumbs up. If you want a separate video completely about risk management, you can let me know in the comment section. Let's discuss. Now, the next thing you should have at the back of your mind is how long you should hold the trade. Yeah, this trade has been here for almost 2 weeks. So how long you should hold the trade depends on 2 things. First one is, if you're able to make your entry at the beginning of the trend, you know that at a time, gold will massively pull back. After such massive pullback, and then you're able to make your entry when the uptrend is continuing. Yeah, it only makes sense to want to hold till it gets back to the previous high. Secondly, who you are as a person will go a long way to help you about how long you decide to hold a trade. And this is what I mean. Let's assume you are a very patient person, or you can open the trade, and then you go and have a peaceful night rest without the need to always come checking the chart. Like, you trust your entry and you don't mind even if it pulls all the way back to your entry. Why not? You can leave it for as long as you are seeing the structure and where you are targeting. So if you are such a person that can leave the trade and go to sleep without stress, then you can leave it for as long as 1 week, 2 weeks, or at least as long as the chart is providing you with the highest point where you are expected to take profit. Unless there is now a reversal in the trend, which you are noticing, you can be like, okay, I was thinking it would get back to the previous high, but the market is doing its thing, so let me follow it. You get that, right? If there's any part of this you don't quite understand, you can play that part again, or better still, ask a question. Also, let me know your exact account size in the comment section and what challenge you are having trading with it. Now let's get to trading view and see the exact entry pattern, so that each time you see this, you will be able to make entry to buy XAUUSD or just any pair at all. Could you kindly do one thing for me right now? Simply touch the thumbs up and then share this video. You'll be helping a forex trader that is struggling somewhere. Now, here in the trading view, the entry pattern is the same all the time. This is that first trade, the one at 4,635. This is it. It's still on. I've closed this one because the target has been hit. How did I make the entry? Firstly, we get to the daily time frame. 1 day. So this is the daily time frame. This is where the TP for the first entry is. Now we want to find out why I made my entry at the exact point I did. So to start with, in general, the price of gold is on uptrend. Uptrend means if you open the daily time frame and just kind of draw out your line, in general, the price of gold is pushing towards the top. In general, it is going up, right? That's the reason why I was waiting to make a buy. You see that in general, the price of gold was pushing towards the top. But then, at a point, there was a correction on daily time frame, meaning that gold began to melt, right? This was happening on the 29th day of January. The price of gold began to fall all the way down. I was simply waiting for when it will continue to go up, right? So, as at this point here, it could no longer get lower than this level. But why didn't I buy here or here or here? Why did I have to buy here? So to make entry, the first thing now is on the daily time frame, we have seen that is an uptrend. So we were looking for when to buy. So now we zoom to the 4-hour time frame. You see that there was first an indication that price was going up, right? But then it had a massive dump. I saw all of this as a correction. It had a massive dump, so it corrected. At a point, the correction was over. Then all of this here going up is continuation. So it showed a sign that it's done going down. It wants to continue to now go up. So I wanted to catch it. I wanted to be on the trend. I wanted to join whenever they start going up. So I was waiting to simply get into the trade. So how did I know that they are done going down? They want to start going up now. In as much as it is also clear on 4-hour time frame that no matter what, they were no longer trying to get lower here. They had a lot of resistance here. The challenge was strong. The point was they were done with going down. This is 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, For almost that day, they couldn't get any lower, right? So I had to now make entry looking at the 30 minutes and 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, this was all of that correction that was happening. Remember, because it's a small account size, we don't just jump into the trade. And on 15 minutes time frame, gold indicated that it wants to continue going up. So this is another indication on 15 minutes to show that price is now going up. It made higher highs above all of the highs that it's made during the correction. So anytime you see this, anytime you see that price was correcting, you know it's an uptrend, right? But at a point, it began to pull down on the 4-hour time frame. It kept on pulling down, and you were just waiting, right? I just kept on waiting, and at a point, it stopped going down. These are indications that price is no longer correcting. It is now continuing, but I still didn't buy. What was I waiting for? I only wanted to see price make a higher high, right? To make high above the previous high. This was the previous high. This was a lower high, right? So it came here. Even this, I wasn't convinced. I needed a structure. So it made a high above the previous high, right? So the moment it made a higher high, it formed a structure above the previous structure. And then it also formed a lower structure above the previous structure. So this is higher high, and this is higher low. This high is above the previous high. Not just that, I didn't buy in any of these axes. I needed to see structures formed. So as at this point, if you even bought here, you were not wrong. But then just for more confirmation, because we had a massive unusual pullback, that's why I kept waiting. So why did I buy when I bought? It became very clear that all of the correction was over. No matter what, price never got back to the low it made, right? You see that it kept on resisting to go lower, right? At a point now, it began to make higher highs. You see that at this point, price was tired of going down. No matter what it's doing, it just no longer gets lower. So that's why at this point, I had to make my entry, setting stop loss here so that if it hit my stop loss at this level, it means it wants to continue to go down, because we are not to fight the market. We just try to follow what it's doing. So if stop loss gets hit here, it means, okay, no, they are not done. They want to keep coming down. So that's why the stop loss here, the entry is here. And then with the speculation that I am getting into the trend when it's about to continue, that's why I had to set my take profits to the previous high, right? You saw this on the daily and 4-hour time frame. This is where price pulled down from. But then not everybody was able to get in here, right? So price continued. I want to show you another place for entry. Price continued, and at a point again it corrected. And when the correction finished happening, they stopped going lower than this level. You can see that it began to make another structures here. So you could still get in here. You could still get in here. So just observe the structure for the entry the way that it usually appears, right? The direction of the market keeps going. At a point, it will definitely correct. There will be some sell-off. Some people will take profit, making the price to come down. That moment it is done going down, you see that it stops pulling down. You start seeing structures showing that they are no longer getting lower. You can now make entry. So this also explains the reason why I opened multiple positions, not at the same time. I first of all made this one, and then normally it's okay to have taken profit at this level here, right? This is a level to take profit, but instead of taking profit, seeing that the trend was continuing, I had to now just wait for the correction to be over, right? And made another entry targeting that previous high in the first position, right? While for this new one, I can always take profit with 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio, depending on the movement of the market. For instance, the way I got in here again, by the time this began to make lower lows, it is natural to want to leave the market. So if I had left, it's still okay. So if you leave the market in a time like this, you actually had a sign and a reason to leave. But then I'm still showing you all of this to know that the entry is actually the same thing. The entry strategy remains the same. The entry strategy remains the same for all of that. You see, yeah, I didn't trade all day. This was entry points. You see that most of the time, after a correction is done happening, you will just know the correction is over because you see signs of continuation. Then you go in and then the stop loss is below the previous lower low, while the take profit is usually above the previous higher high, which I even marked here if you check it on the 4-hour time frame. So I make entry on the 15 minutes and set take profits on the 4-hour time frame. So this is all of that. You see that, right? This was that first entry. So you spot the direction on the daily and 4-hour time frame. And then you make your entry on the 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 5 minutes time frame. The take profit is at the previous high. The stop loss is at the previous lower low. You get that, right? So if there's any part of this you don't quite understand, I would like to really assist. Let me know in the comment section so that we get that sorted out. But now it's important you just know what exactly you have to see to make your entry. That it has to be when the market is on uptrend that you look for buy. And you don't buy because you see a candlestick falling down. No. You go to the 15 minutes time frame and make your entry because you see that price has begun to make formations of higher highs. I hope this is clear enough. Which other pair do you trade? Do you trade only gold? Let us know the pairs that you trade in the comment section and what your last trade was like. However it goes, I really wish you the best in all of this.